16 athletes in this age group in Europe have gone inside 9 minutes. 5 of them have run inside 8:50, and this is a top quality field. Marek of Czechia, one of the favourites, second best in Europe this year. And we'll take you through them one by one. Also keep your eye out for the Spaniard, Torregrossa. Canny racer who was just off the podium in Banska Bystrica last year. And the sun's gone in. A little bit of a shame. It's been quite warm, but some ominous clouds are beginning to roll across the horizon. Come on, we can't have rain for the last, what, 2 hours of a brilliant 4 days. Anyway, Andreas Lara. There are some very good Spaniards in this. He's one of them. 4th best in Europe this year, 8:48 PB in Barcelona. Akdemir of Turkey is the Balkan champion. Then Marek, 14th in the world under-20s last year. Second best in Europe this year. Machado ran a PB to qualify, went sub-9. Everything from now is a bonus. Isaac de Portal, National Universities champion. El Azri, European under-18 champion last year. Watch for him. Abramczyk didn't finish his heat of the world under-20s, so he's got a point to prove. Levin Saveur, National Championship silver. Then to Pilu Ozcan, 6th at the European Youth Olympic Festival a couple of years ago. Then to Marti Torregrossa. He's a really good racer, this guy. Watch him closely. Belcic of Croatia, another one who produced a PB to make the final. Szabo, double national champion for Hungary. Jakob Rodel got a bronze last year in Banska Bystrica. He looks nervous. And Kara of Turkey, national indoor champion. Very, very fast at his best, 8:44. A fascinating final awaits us. Some dark clouds are rolling in. I hope the rain does not pour forth. This is going to be great quality and a fascinating final. Well, what's so intriguing about this men's 3000 steeplechase final, whilst we have excellent quality for the continent's age group best, there's no single standout favourite, and that means this is an excellent opportunity for one of them, and it's Machado, who's decided he wants to have a clear line of sight of the barriers. He went under 9 minutes for the first time, smashing his PB to qualify. Beware the man with nothing to lose.
Indeed, and Machado keeping the pace honest at this early stage. It's a bit on the slow side. In fact, I was going to say I thought there was people in here who could attack the championship record of Ilga Safulit of 8:37, which has stood for 14 years. But I'm starting with this rather sedentary early pace to think that might not actually happen. Keep an eye on the times. Very easy. 3 minutes kilometres equates to 9 minutes. All of these men can run faster than that, nearly all I should say, but at the same time that's a good benchmark.
You've lived in Spain for a long time. I mean, their strength and depth in this age group in particular with the steeplechase is really, really impressive.
It is indeed, and it's been passed on through generations. A couple of these guys are being coached by Luis Martin Balinas, who's former European champion. He's very much involved in the coaching of young athletes, those that want to take up the steeplechase and some of the other long-distance runners. Yes, it's just one of those events that seems to permeated through the DNA of Spanish athletics, a bit like Finland and javelin throwing.
Abramczyk trying to find a way through on the inside. It's still Machado leading. Pidiu, the Frenchman, I noticed, came wide on the outside, and there's some team tactics perhaps going on for the Turkish duo. Ozcan and Kara. One of the Turkish athletes coming wide on the outside to make sure he got a good line of sight for that water jump. The water jump is always harder than it looks. I was never taught to do it properly. It's just a 1500-meter runner. We need points for our club. Do the steeplechase. Any pointers for the water jump? Yeah, don't twist your ankle. Right, thanks for that. Machado coming round, and now Adamczyk deciding to take it on. And I wonder whether Adamczyk will really try and give this a little bit of an injection. He didn't finish his heat of the World Under-20s last year. He's one of the best in Europe with an 8:49, that coming at the end of May. So he's a bit of a danger man, and I think he's, quite frankly, I think he just got fed up with the pedestrian pace, and they're all beginning to respond because they recognise his quality.
2:58 first kilometre. I think we can end all discussions about a championship record falling in this event, but it's going to be an engrossing and thrilling battle of wits, I think, out there. Well, no fallers at the water jump. But in the women's event, they had all sorts of problems at the water jump, both in the heats and the final. So it's the pole leading the way at the moment, and Adamczyk is starting to be a little bit of daylight between the leading 6 and 7 runners. There's 3 Turks in there, Kara, Akdemir and Özkan. All 3 of them really good runners as well, all in the sub 8:55 range. Kara leading the way, one of the fastest men, 8:44. Well, that little bit of injection of pace over the last lap or so by Adamczyk has strung out the field.
And I mentioned, watch out for Tadej Grosa. He's tiny. You can't see him on the head-on shot behind Adamczyk, but he is the leading Spaniard. They've got a number of them in this race. They're all top quality. So you've got 3 from Spain and 3 from Turkey. And they're making their presence felt. Oh, that's such a shame. Adamczyk's fallen. That's a real shame. He was the one who injected a little bit of pace there. He's okay, but I'm sure his adrenaline has just surged. At least he's not injured, but he's now lost touch with the group, and that's a real shame because he was the one who turned this into an honest pace.
Yes, picked himself up and has slotted himself behind Saveur, the German, and he's now back in about 8th place. Well, it's now starting to become a group of 5 at the front. Akdemir, Kara, Torregrossa, Lara, Piriou.
Well, it's amazing he didn't turn his ankle. He came down very hard. I almost find that hard to watch. And it's also incredible how tightly bunched they were that nobody else fell with him. Yes. Anyway, real shame.
A couple of others had to dodge around him, but managed to avoid and navigate the falling Adamczyk. But up front now, it's Akdemir of Turkey. Spain's Torregrossa behind him, moving up very steadily at this stage also. One of the Germans up there, I think it's Rodel.
Kara leading, Torregrossa in 2nd place. He's such a good tactical runner. Rodel got a bronze last year, and we haven't really spoken much about him. He's an 8:55 man, so he's nowhere near the quickest of the men coming round with 2 to go. But he's an excellent championship racer. He looks more like a 400 and 800 metre runner. He's got a barrel chest on him. And now, I think that's Piriou deciding that he wants to try and wind this up and not allow the speed merchants an opportunity. And look at that, all 3 Spaniards in that leading group, 2 from Turkey, Rodel leading, and Piriou still there as well.
Yes, the pace did just drop there over the last 200 metres, and that allowed the likes of El Azri and Lara to very gently and very comfortably get back and tag themselves onto the back of that leading group. But it's still Rodel, as you say, the barrel-chested German. He looks like a 400-metre runner. So let's hope he's got a good turn of speed over the final 400.
Rodel, Kara, Torregrossa, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Both the other Spaniards definitely still in contention, and fair play to Adamczyk for carrying on, although he's not going to get back in touch with this lead group. Wow. This is going to be an absolute tear-up. Don't rule out El Azri. And look at Torregrossa. They take the bell in the final of the men's 3000 steeplechase, and the tiniest figure of all has blasted to the front. Tore Grosse was 5th in last year's under-18 final in Banska Bystrica. He ran 8:51 at the end of May. There was something about him in the semi-finals that made me think he fancied the job. Kara is now in 3rd, Rodel in 2nd. And this is a brilliant opportunity for Tore Grosse. But look at the move from Kara now. Technique at this water jump is vital. Let's watch. Tore Grosse is fine, so too Kara. Oh, a little bit of a stumble there from Rodel. That might cost him a medal, with Lara coming wide on the outside into 3rd. Kara of Turkey puts his foot on that barrier. Tore Grosse is shattered, but I think he's got enough to hang on for the silver. Oh, the showboating. Kara takes it. Tore Grosse 2nd. A brilliant, brilliant performance, and real shame there for Rodel. I think he hurt himself when he fell, or when he stumbled off that last water jump, so the Germans' aspiration for a medal fell by the wayside. Kara had time to celebrate before the line. Tore Grosse is a brilliant racer. I thought he'd go well. Silver for him, and Lara the bronze.
And a whole slew of personal bests. National under-20 record for Kara, the Turk. Personal best for Tore Grosse and Lara, the Spaniards in silver and bronze position. Rodel, despite that stumble, takes seconds off his personal best with 8:47.74. El Azri, personal best, making it 3 new career bests for the Spaniards. All the way down, first 7 men, all getting personal bests. Completing the list, Pirio, who briefly showed at the front and attacked, ended up in 7th place, 6th place, but he ended up with a personal best as well. So did Szabo, the Hungarian, who came from a long way back, made up quite a lot of ground on that last lap, came home 7th, and he got a personal best as well. So all the top 7 personal bests. Terrific performances. Tore Grosse and Kara, though, they'll be the men who are being awarded the medals a bit later on. What a great last lap. What entertainment.
I felt really sorry for Abramczyk, because he was the one that turned it into an honest pace. He eventually finished in 9:18, 2nd to last. Rodel landed really awkwardly off that last water jump, which is what allowed Lara to come back into the mix for a medal. So Kara in 1st, Lara 3rd, and Tore Grosse sandwiched between them. The diminutive Spaniard ran really well, but Kara had time to showboat as he came across the line. He was loving it. I think El Bakkali would be approving of that celebration, the Olympic champion.
And actually, physically and facially, they're not actually that different, are they?
Yes, there are parallels.
I'm looking forward to also now, as we're reaching the end of these magnificent 4 days of competition, although we've still got a couple of hours. I'll let you get on and read the results first before what say something.
Kara, a new national record. The first 7 all breaking their PBs. Spain with silver and bronze.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Fitzgerald, and you need to go and sign up to European Athletics U20.